What did you miss?
My main teacher. Miandi taxi, my little yellow taxi.
Okay, what is Miandi?
Miandi means bread.
Bread.
Oh, so like yellow. Bread. It's yellow, so it looks like a loaf of bread.
So we're talking about like the little yellow cabs
van.
in New York, or are we talking about like a van?
It's a van. It looks in the shape of a loaf of bread.
Of a loaf of bread. Okay, tell me that story with the Miandi.
Well, I think those days we love traveling in the Miandi because it's full of fun and it can take more than 4.
And you can put all the shopping
in there. Exactly.
So it's the only...
it's cheap.
And it's cheap.
And what, 10 yuan, it runs more
for
than...
ages.
For ages. Like you think it's going to Timbuktu or something.
10 yuan,
you know?
that's like, oh my gosh, back then what, like $1 or maybe 50 cents?
About 2 yuan. Less than 2 yuan.
1.5.
$1.5. Yeah, $1.5.
Oh, it goes very far, I remember.
And then it was so much fun and we used to hop into that. And they're so light. My best experience was when my colleague, my British colleague, he just arrived and we decided to give him a thrill. So let's go on a Miandi. So we all went onto the Miandi and we're happily driving in the Hutu and said, and it got stuck. And it's, oh my God, and the Miandi sort of tilted a little bit. So the taxi driver, everybody get off, help me, lift the Miandi. So we all came down, help him lift the Miandi.
So when you say it's light, you're not joking. You're not talking about like 2 tons normal idea of a van that we have.
Light.
You know, like my boss does not allow us to go on a Miandi because she says it's dangerous.
And insurance doesn't cover it, is
insurance doesn't cover. And she says, no, I brought you here, you better go safe. I said, yeah, but it's cheap, you know. At that time, you know, it's really cheap.
I miss those rides.
Was that like the public transportation back then?
One of the private. It's like a private bus.
No, but that is the cheaper form of the taxi because the other taxi is more expensive.
And we have different types. We have the 120 taxi, the 1 yuan taxi, and the 2. So different sizes taxi, it's a different price.
Okay, well when you say let's define it a little bit better. Like today, there's the taxis, and then you have those little kind of like makeshift little motorbikes that they put a little booth in the back that they kind call taxis. I'm like,
no, but that is for the handicap. That's for the handicap.
Oh, really?
You are not supposed to go on there.
They didn't tell me. I'm like, they're like, Sun Yuan, which is what, like 20 cents. I'm like, sure, I'll take me there.
The other thing that's gone that I miss also, the bicycles.
Yeah.
Yes, honestly, I know. Millions and millions.
I tell you, open the window if you're at the hotel where I was, you look down every morning, any time of the day, it's just bicycles after bicycles riding past Chang'an Avenue.
Yeah. Did you have a bicycle?
I did.
Yes,
of course.
I want to hear the bicycle story. Tell me, how was it like? So you could like weave in through the roads and
we were the king of the roads. Because
at
that time, now we have how many thousand? 4 million cars on the road. Yeah. But at that time, I think we have hardly 40,000. I don't know how many thousand.
I was told there were like 14 million bicycles.
Yeah.
14 million bicycles.
That time. I even wrote an article about it.
You're talking about in Beijing or like all
Beijing?
Of China?
We're talking about
in Beijing.
And you know, for bicycle, you also have to register.
Yes, those days you need to register.
So as a foreigner, when you register your car, your bicycle, you were given a black plate.
Black plate.
Oh
my God!
So when you park your bicycle, then everybody says, black.
Black is foreigners. Take it.
Oh God!
Because we spend more on bicycles because this is our transportation, and we love our bicycles, so we pay more. The local will buy the regular bicycles. We'll buy the better-looking ones, giant brands.
So you're just targets for stolen bicycles. Thieves. They must be like feasting.
All that time they don't.
I think everybody has a bicycle. Who needs another one?
Oh, okay.
But it's good. But you know that when I first came, when I go down to the cafeteria and I look at my colleagues eating, I'm like, they eat a lot, and they are still so slim. And if I eat 2 spoonfuls, I'm already like putting on weight, right? And then they tell us, and they say, yes, but we cycle 45 minutes to work every day one way, and return is 1.5 hours.
Oh my gosh! What? Because of traffic?
No, they cycle.
That means the transportation.
But the good thing about Beijing is it's flat.
Yes, no hills.
No hills.
True.
So
that I've never thought about that.
So it's very easy to cycle, and you know, in Beijing until today we have nice bicycle lanes because now the bicycle lanes are now becoming parking.
Nobody cycles. I was